And I've often felt it. I've sat there and I have felt the knife slipped firmly in between my shoulder blades and tried to have it shoved through the other side through my heart.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Dwayne Johnson throws major shade at Mel Gibson for spilling some deepest secrets in Sound of Freedom. Stay tuned to find out what's got Hollywood in a buzz.
To be exposed to sexual abuse. That's a breeding ground for trafficking. I promise you that's a breeding ground for trafficking.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. It's another explosive day in Hollywood, and boy, do I have the latest piping hot tea for you. Remember Mel Gibson's controversial movie, Sound of Freedom? Well, it's back in the headlines. But this time, it's because The Rock himself, Dwayne Johnson, has stepped into the ring. And guess what? He's got a bone to pick with Gibson over some juicy secrets. Wondering what's going on? Let's dive right in. Mel Gibson's venture into the Sound of Freedom has rattled Hollywood, shedding light on possible underhanded dealings involving its A-lister. This kind of raw expose is seldom brought to the big screen, especially when it points fingers at the industry's glittering inner circles.
Now, the first step in eradicating this crime is awareness.
The aftermath. Hollywood is in a frenzy. The reactions of the stars and producers tell you just how deep and potentially real these implications could be. Numerous Hollywood heavyweights have stepped into the spotlight with their reactions ranging from shock to outright denial. It's clear that the allegations made in the movie are having a ripple effect throughout Tinseltown. Now, this film, despite its A-lister affiliations and big names, promises a wild roller coaster ride. It's a journey that promises not just thrilling cinematic experience, but also one that might open up a Pandora's box, challenging the very foundations of what viewers believe about Hollywood.
Movies like this, documentaries like this, shows like this, there's a lot of people that don't want to do it because where are you going to platform it?
Crafted under the masterful direction of Alejandro Gomez Monteverdi, it's baffling how Sound of Freedom hasn't dominated headlines. A film with such a pedigree staying under wraps, that's got to raise eyebrows. Could external pressures be to blame? Or perhaps the industry itself has a vested interest in keeping things hush?
But that you could, that some of your worst nightmares were real.
But what's the fuss all about? At its heart, the movie paints a dark picture of the hidden world of human trafficking. This isn't just about revealing a crime. It's hinting at the possibility that the rich and influential might be pulling the strings from the shadows, trapping unsuspecting souls in a maze of deception. Here's where things get odder. A film associated with a bigwig like Mel Gibson, surprisingly, hasn't been splashed all over the media. Is it just an oversight? Or is the industry possibly suppressing it, wary of the can of worms it might open? The movie's core message, hinting at the potential entanglement of Hollywood elites and questionable deeds, has certainly hit some nerves. The uproar isn't merely because of its audacious narrative. It's the real-life accusations and implications that seem to be shaking the very pillars of Hollywood.
Yeah. The system is completely based on money.
Yeah.
The studio system.
Now, amidst the storm, there's one name that's becoming increasingly synonymous with the controversy, Oprah Winfrey. The digital grapevine is abuzz, with many drawing her into the center of this tempest, suggesting ties that might be more sinister than cinematic fiction. And the juiciest bit of gossip? Some netizens are whispering about Oprah potentially leveraging her famed talk show as more than just an entertainment platform. Rumors suggest she might have dangled the carrot of fame and success to unsuspecting individuals, all while harboring darker intentions. If there's even a shred of truth to these whispers, the repercussions for Oprah's stellar reputation could be monumental.
It's a big, dark mafia. And then what happens is,
rolling from the swirling vortex of rumors surrounding Hollywood's big names, there's a major question on everyone's mind. Are these celebs really wrapped up in something sinister, or is this all just tabloid fiction? The whisper mill isn't just focusing on one or two big names. It's churning out stories about a bunch of A-listers. And guess who's at the center of it all? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Yep, you heard that right. While some are questioning the authenticity of these claims, there's no denying that the buzz around them is real. The divide is clear. Half believe it's all bogus, while the other half can't help but wonder if there's fire where there's smoke. And with allegations flying about Oprah and Jamie Foxx, Hollywood's really got its hands full.
You can't build a resentment about it. You have to still try and love those people.
yeah,
Because that's the way they're thinking.
But let's zoom in on The Rock for a moment. His name's been shining in neon lights for reasons he surely hadn't anticipated. Word on the street is that his global charity missions aren't all they seem to be. Can you imagine Dwayne, known for his philanthropic heart, now being suspected of using these missions for some dark ulterior motives? The mere idea sends shivers down our spine. But hey, in this world of celeb chaos, who knows what's up? Mr. Johnson didn't take these accusations lying down, though. Hitting back with a mix of surprise and determination, he stated, "I've dedicated my career to entertain people and improving the world, not participating in the horrific activities this film suggests. I categorically deny any involvement in such activities and will fight these allegations with everything I've got." But here's the twist. He also dropped a tweet bombshell and later deleted it, revealing, "I recently deleted a tweet that expressed disbelief to these allegations." Drama, right? The curious minds are now questioning the real motive behind these sudden allegations. Why now? What stirred the pot? Are these just calculated attempts to tarnish images or genuine concerns that deserve a spotlight? But back to our main man, Dwayne. Given the severity of these claims and considering the gigantic platform he's standing on, many are asking, shouldn't he be doing more? Rather than just vehemently denying, should he be leading the charge against human trafficking, lending a voice to victims, and pushing for tougher actions and laws? Just some food for thought as we navigate this celebrity gossip maze.
Whether you think that's conspiracy, knock yourself out. All of us that can think, we're not bothered by you anymore. We're not bothered by the things you say.
As the spotlight remains firmly on Hollywood's choices, there's a recent move that's got everyone's eyebrows raised. Mel Gibson, no stranger to steering the narrative his own way, has hopped on the bandwagon for Sound of Freedom. With a career already spilling with decisions that most would consider, let's say ballsy, this might seem like just another page in the Gibson playbook. But why, you ask? Why dive into such deep waters? Especially when there's a risk of getting some cold shoulders at those posh Hollywood parties.
The first time I really came over here, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
Diving deep into Mel's past choices, it's clear that this isn't just a whim. The man is known to pick out stories that others might tiptoe around. He's always had a thing for the underdog, the overlooked, the controversial. Think about it, from epics like Braveheart to deep dives into faith with The Passion of the Christ, Gibson's not just in it for the popcorn. He's here to spark conversation, to make us question, discuss, and sometimes even dispute. These aren't just flicks, they're statements. But Sound of Freedom isn't just another feather in Gibson's cap. No, it's a loudspeaker on a global issue that's been whispered about for way too long. Human trafficking. Hollywood's no stranger to the glitz and glamour, but real issues like these, they often get sidestepped. But here's Mel, in his true style, making sure it gets its moment under the spotlight.
I think it is moving forward. I think that light has definitely been shone into the dark regions, and it's painful, but it's a necessary.
Now, for those who are all about the real-life heroes, Gibson's given us plenty in the past. His projects always seem to orbit around real people, real struggles, and real courage, and Sound of Freedom is no different. Center stage, we have Tim Ballard. Remember the name because this ex-government agent's story is nothing short of heroic. Walking away from a cushy desk job to dive headfirst into the dangerous world of rescuing children from human trafficking, that's the stuff of legends. It's not just about the adrenaline and heroics, though. Mel's decision to bring Ballard's story to the screen is a deep dive into commitment, sacrifice, and the raw human spirit. The journey's fraught with danger, sure, but it also showcases what a person can achieve when driven by purpose, by something bigger than themselves. As we immerse ourselves in this narrative, one thing's clear. It's a celebration of human tenacity, of rising above, and most importantly, of fighting the good fight.
You got to be willing to fight for your rights and fight for what you believe in.
But here's the thing. Gibson isn't just repeating himself. Every film he makes is like shining a flashlight on the dark corners of society, the parts we often turn a blind eye to. His movies are more than entertainment. They're like wake-up calls, reminders of the real-world monsters and the actual heroes who stand tall against them. Sound of Freedom. It's the latest alarm bell in Gibson's collection, emphasizing that even in our modern world, terrors persist. And yet, so do the outstanding individuals who dedicate their entire lives to face them head-on. With this film, Gibson isn't just adding another feather to his already impressive hat of compelling stories. Nope, it's also a testament to his unwavering commitment to presenting tales of flesh and blood heroes, those who don't back down, whose resilience could probably put the Energizer Bunny to shame. These are not just characters on a screen, but reflections of true human grit and spirit.
Believe me, I did a lot of research on it, and according to all the research, it was way worse than that, anything I showed.
Now for the real tea. There's a twist in this tale. Sound of Freedom throws some shade, hinting at the involvement of some of Hollywood's bigwigs in, let's say, not so kosher activities. Spicy, right? And given Gibson's, let's call it complicated history with Tinseltown, this feels like more than just a plot twist. It's got everyone whispering. Is Gibson using a Sound of Freedom to throw a punch at Hollywood's hierarchy? Is this his way of sparking debates about the possible skeletons lurking in the closets of the entertainment world? Only time will tell, but it sure adds another layer of intrigue to Gibson's already captivating storytelling. All right, folks, what a whirlwind journey through this Hollywood drama. To sum it all up, Sound of Freedom isn't just a movie. It's become a battleground with Mel Gibson in one corner and The Rock in the other. With Gibson's history of challenging Hollywood norms and Dwayne Johnson's new criticisms, it's clear this movie is more than just another title on the silver screen. So here's a question for all you celeb enthusiasts out there. Do you think The Rock was right to call out Gibson? And what do you think? What secrets does The Rock hide that made him decide to confront Gibson? Drop your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. Thank you all for tuning in and joining me on this wild ride through the fascinating world of celebrity rumors. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest updates. Until next time, stay curious, stay entertained, and keep those comments coming. Peace out.